Sheldon Creed get by Justin Allgaier on the last restart from second place, was able to side draft down the front stretch. You're okay if you give up a half of a car of a lunch, because then you can side draft, be on that outside from turn one, roll that exit of one, take it away.
So they added a lap, and we're going to do it all again here. I guess I thought we were in a good spot there, and then everything kind of got shaken loose. So we'll wait and see how NASCAR evaluates this as we come around the next time.
Somebody's trying to ice that front row there, like calling a timeout on the kicker.
That's right, yeah, or the free throw shooter.
That's right.
So we'll get to start with 9 to go.
Yeah, I said it. We back.
Everything he's done. That win at Darlington.
Decided, fuck it. I'm going to watch the end of this.
Career. Put him top 10 on the all-time.
10 laps to go at Portland. We're picking up.
Jr. Dale did a great thing this week. He hit 1 million followers on Instagram. So with that, he gave $1 million to charity. And he's been such a cornerstone for Xfinity Series competition. Has had this team for many years. And when Justin won that race a few weeks ago, he spoke so highly of him and everything he's meant, not just to their race team, but the history of the Xfinity Series, 450 starts. If he finishes out this year, as we all anticipate, right, no issues in that regard, comes back next year, Allgaier hit 500 starts in his career. So, Dale's been great for the Xfinity Series, but this driver's been good for Dale in the series as well.
Well, Justin and I came in together into the Xfinity Series. He was about a year before me, and we became close friends, had a lot of battles on the racetrack. It was funny. We'd be in a Bible study on Saturday morning, then we'd about be fighting on Saturday night with each other. He was just an aggressive racer, but over the years, his experience has allowed him to get. I was just thinking about this restart. You've got Shane Ben Gisbergen this season trying to prove that he can win again in NASCAR. Justin Allgaier, on the other hand, who hasn't won a road course race in years, but a little bit more calm and a veteran experience here.
Do we know why he has cherries on his car this week? Have we covered that yet?
You go ahead.
Well, because in the U.S., most of the tart cherries are harvested in Oregon and the state of Washington in the areas that we're racing today. What about that? I'm going to thank Twitter.
In honor of the late Paul Harvey, now you know the rest of the story. They waved off the last choose, which I anticipated because there were like 15 guys that took the inside lane. I'm like, something's not right. So now we do the choose. And I say 15, it was like 15 of the first 20.
It's going to be a good finish.
Do the choose, and at this particular track, once you get past that first or second row, it's just kind of an alternate, trying to get as far up as you can, unlike at some of the ovals where we see guys,
So yeah, I've been watching the truck race from Gateway up till this point, so I missed most of this race, but we had 10 laps to go.
Stage 2, they got the car where it needed to be, but in stage 3,
really hoping Sheldon could pull out a win.
Totally out of the track. I don't know what happened with where this car went.
Also, go back with 9 to go.
Hold off the 97 during that last run. Came over the radio and said, "Hey, we both can get to the 7, but I'm using up my stuff to hold off the 97." Not the 97's problem, but certainly a problem for the 18 right there.
Oh, you got that right, Josh. They have dialed this 97 back in after we saw him lose.
What do you mean, no, I haven't, Jaden?
Restart 9
Shut up,
to go.
bitch.
Oh, Allgaier waiting just
back
a little
green.
bit, trying to catch Shane off guard. It worked well. You see Sheldon Creed filling that middle. Great restart.
We're going to be 3 wide for second. Mayer is there. Chandler Smith is there. Yes, 4 wide for a
Oh my
moment.
God, Jesus Christ! Woo!
Creed gets through to second. Sam Mayer is there. Van Gisbergen going in the wrong direction.
Wow.
They're wrestling for position in turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I think this is great news for Justin Allgaier because Creed's car is not as good as the 97 and the one at this point in the race. You see the 97 get into Sam Mayer a little bit in turn 4.
I just think the aggression level on restarts in NASCAR is unmatched. You cannot prepare for that. I don't care what kind of racing you've done anywhere in the world. The aggression in the Xfinity Series is so high.
Yeah, and we just heard, Josh was talking about Creed's frustration with
Shane, man.
It's not necessarily that Shane did anything.
What do you mean, no, I haven't,
Creed's car was going
Jaden?
the wrong direction. Shane was, trying to
I haven't
get by him,
what?
And now it starts all over again. Shane's going to have to try to pass him one more time.
say aggression, I'm not talking running people off the track or hitting them with their bumper. It's just being on set to kill from the drop of the green flag.
Damage there to Chandler.
Oh, Chandler Smith's in trouble.
He's gotten into the back of somebody. Maybe when the car is all checked up.
A lot of smoke out of that exhaust there as well now.
A lot of problems for Joe Gibbs Racing on this restart. We see Chandler Smith,
trouble.
Sheldon Creed
43 to 28, the 44s are out. Oh, man, that's a big crash.
Brandon Jones involved in that.
Brandon Jones involved. Man, that's probably going to be a red flag.
Is 3 feet in the
That's a
tire
big
between
crash.
the car is.
Look at this. Well, we said it. Cautions, breed cautions.
You said it.
Did you say it?
We were clean in stage 1 and stage 2, and here we are in the final stage. Less than 15 to go, and the caution is out again. This is our 4th yellow of the day.
And for Allgaier, he hates this because you only have so many tricks up your sleeve of what you're going to do on the restart. You got to do something different every time. I thought he did a great job on the last one. We're going to have to come up with something else to do on this next one.
Well, and obviously Chandler Smith has a couple wins to fall back on. Brandon Jones, with that runner-up finish last week, was hoping to build momentum here. We saw that playoff leaderboard earlier, still trying to find his way into the playoffs. Not the day he was looking for. Spent time yesterday preparing, running the ARCA race.
And Jones came in 15 points above the playoff cut line after that great run last Saturday in Charlotte. But unfortunately going to record a DNF with a late incident in Portland.
I can't wait to go back and see what caused all this. We almost had like 2 separate incidents. It looked like in the same corner as we were focused on Chandler Smith. This all broke out.
Yeah, it was a hard crash.
Bringing in all kinds of equipment.
It's
Trying to
almost
get
like that
these
car is
vehicles
stuck
pulled
on
away,
something
yeah.
in there, yeah.
Meanwhile, the leaders drive by. It'll be 7 laps to go this time.
Oh, yeah, they got him out. Oh, man.
All right. It's one way to get it out of there.
Yanked
See
it out.
Brandon moving around a little bit inside the car there.
Yeah, I think he stayed in thinking, not knowing how bad the damage is, right? Like,
It's bad.
we can tell him he can get out.
Now that, or he just felt like unsafe to get out when he might be pulling in the wrong direction, and now I'm sure he's gotten word that he can climb from the race car. This brings me to some of these cars getting banged up late in this race. Another road course race next Saturday. So how do you manage your fleet of cars going down to Sonoma? And I know a lot of these top tier teams will bring a couple of vehicles and they'll plan to run a different primary next Saturday at Sonoma than what they ran here today. But that's something to consider as we look down the road in 7 days as Jones takes off the helmet and climbs from the race car. Always a good sign anytime you have contact like that. Well, let's rewind. I mentioned this briefly. Sheldon Creed penalized on the restart. You guys tell me what you see here.
Yeah, if you look right there, they have to cross that white line, and he got out of line before that, so he's going to get penalized for basically getting out of line too soon.
And you touched on that earlier, how hard that would be to actually pull out of line. Because nobody's the start-finish line
I
here.
didn't think it was possible, actually.
Now we know.
And I thought Chandler Smith did a nice job backing out right there, getting himself in the right position. You see him off in the background.
44 is Brennan Poole.
Brown.
Oh, and Jones just has nowhere to go right there, trying to get to the outside of Blaine
Hard
Perkins.
hit for
Both of those
Jones.
cars end up. You don't realize how fast you're going on a road course until things start to go wrong.
Yeah, the way that this racetrack works is kind of like Watkins Glen on the exit of the last corner where things just bottleneck, and once somebody's sideways, there's absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, these guys are all being aggressive in the back of the pack. And we were focused over here on Chandler Smith.
Coming out of the exhaust pipes, I don't know if it's
Could have been, yeah. That's a good point, Trevor. Could have been some fluid coming out of the car, but this wreck happens on around the corner, and it's really Brennan Poole just hooking Blaine Perkins that it sends him then out into the main flow of traffic. You hear his engine, yeah, his engine does blow up right there. He has the damage from something else.
Well, I remember back in qualifying, you talked about his early downshifts and how that can be really hard on the engine, and he'll let go right as he got into turn 10.
damage in the 14. Saw Ryan Ellis spinning around. Teammates from Alpha Prime, both with some contact there and damage. Fourth caution of the day. Crash in turn 12 involving multiple vehicles. Restart with 5 remaining or so. Allgaier leading.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye
Sheldon does too.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
This is David's look of joy, and this is his John Deere Z530M mower that cuts with so much precision, speed, and comfort. The only thing he could possibly ask for is another acre or two to mow. The Z530M mower is built to get the job done better, faster. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at johndeere.com/get-in-the-seat.
Now, how do you know if you know how to do whatever it is to be done by you? If there's nobody there to do it to, and what is it that has to be done as a puzzle and song? Puzzle is still as a puzzle of you. Is what is it that has to be done as a puzzle and song?
Welcome to our annual gathering. We're celebrating the NBA Finals. At the center of it are 2 exceptional teams. Here's to those who make this event unmissable.
I still got it.
And here's to the rest of us waiting on the edge of our seats.
Here we go.
Here's to going out with the best of 7. Bang! Come on, Mike. But remember, no one sips the champagne until a champ is crowned.
To the finals!
They're all coming?
Those who are still with us, yes. What's this?
Your wings.
Light them up.
Gentlemen, it's a beautiful day to fly.
Just about time to finish it for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in Portland, Oregon. 13th race of the year, second time we've done battle on a road course. It's been a great day for Justin Allgaier. Wins stage 1, stage 2. He's led 44 laps, and he's out front for this late restart. But, there's going to be so much to manage. It's going to get aggressive. Let's do the choose.
Alright,
We'll
so
go green with 5 to go. No, we're not going to choose here.
Okay, guess fucking not. We just keep waiting and waiting.
So probably 4 to go on the restart here when we come around and do the choose.
Well, you notice that 18 cars missing out of that lineup. Second place, Sheldon Creed, trying to get that first Xfinity win, but up on top of that pit box, I've got to imagine this is just as frustrating for first-year crew chief Sam McCauley, longtime engineer on the 11 Cup car. Has come down here to try to be a crew chief, and these opportunities don't come often when you're battling for a win, so frustrating for drivers, but even more so for a crew chief who had nothing to do with it.
Looking at our top 5, 3 junior motorsports Chevys there, just like last week, just like here a year ago, and the man in charge, Justin Allgaier, Amanda.
Yeah, and Jim, you just told your driver, congratulations on keeping a clean race car here today, but to go ahead and use it up for the rest of this race, what are you expecting on this restart?
Well, last year it got pretty ugly for us down there. Ended up losing the race over it, so I would expect probably more of the same of that. I don't know. He's done a really good job today. The Brant Cherry Camaro's been really good all day, and hopefully we can close it out.
Thank you, Jim. He also had his own work today, guys. When we got over here for the interview, he still had his head sock on.
Jackman Jim Pullman.
Jack of all trades.
He was a tire changer for a long time. I remember that back in the day.
What is this, a dad joke extravaganza?
Yeah, I can do those. Yes, you can. Extravaganza at this point.
I think Pullman had the right attitude heading into that, though. I mean, being super realistic, knowing that this restart, you've got probably a 50% chance of coming out of this with the lead and hopefully not spun around.
We'll do the choose, get the restart coming up here tomorrow. The United Football League regular season finale is in prime time as the Houston Roughnecks battle the Memphis Showboats. It all kicks off tomorrow night, 7 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app. I mentioned Junior Motorsports, how good they've been today with those 3 cars inside the top 5. Give some love to Ryan Truex, who's had a good afternoon. Parker Kligerman in the 48 has had a lot to overcome. Ed Jones knocking on the door of a career best in 7th. Allmendinger back up there in 8th. And Cole Custer, who had that bad pit stop, was outside the top 25, has returned to the top 10.
How about the 8 of Sammy Smith? I mean, we have not really talked about him since the first lap when he got spun out there. Making his way back inside the top 5, and to be honest, it's not a bad place to be right now out of row 2.
No, and when you get down to turn 1, depending on what happens on that front row, that second or third row very possibly can come out with the lead when they exit turn 2.
Josh?
Well, down here with the crew chief of the 20 of Ryan Truex is Tyler Allen. What are you telling your driver in terms of being able to take this thing home and get his second win of the season?
I was just telling him to clean him up and get ready for the chaos. No one knows what's going to happen here. We'll have 4 to go on the restart. It's up to him, man. Just avoid the chaos, and I really think we're in a good spot.
Another one of the crew chiefs that's gone over the wall here today. Good luck the rest of the way.
Well, head socks are the trend.
They
for
are.
Crew chiefs on pit box apparently today.
Probably won't see that tomorrow in the Cup race at St. Louis.
Probably not.
Yes. Truex Allgaier are the only drivers up there inside the top 10 that haven't had a problem today.
Crazy.
And it was a Junior Motorsports car that had a chance to win at Dover, and Truex, who we hadn't talked a lot about throughout the day, went up there and stole it away. So we'll see if history repeats itself. He's got some ground to make up, though, as we do the choose, and he will be 5th prior to that.
I think we have a new format for the All-Star qualifying next year. The crew chief's got to go over the wall and carry a tire, jack a car, something.
I wouldn't check your phone after this. You're going to have some bad messages in there.
Well, we'll see what Justin Allgaier's got up his sleeve. See if he can get a good jump again on Shane Van Gisbergen. And what I would be worried about if I'm Justin is Shane's had a couple of shots at it now. One of these is going to work out for him. He hasn't done a good job the last couple, but eventually it's going to work out.
You mix it up here for your Allgaier, or keep it the same, keep it slow, rolling into the box.
I'm not going to tell you, Trevor. Perfect. My secret.
4 laps to go. Will this be the final restart? Do we get another caution? Front row, Justin Allgaier in control.
All right, back green. 4 to go.
There was again that little bit of a double checkup in the middle of the zone. Got a good jump. Shane's going to have a chance to jump to the inside here with Sammy Smith on his outside.
Sammy Smith is there, right behind the battle for second. Sam Mayer. Allgaier grabs the lead into turn 1, turn 2.
Shocking that all of those guys made it through turns 1, 2. Look at the run that Van Gisbergen gets.
Come on, Sheldon. Or Shane.
Going to be to the inside of Justin. Turn 4.
Come on, Shane. Get past him. Get past that bitch.
Turn 5. The battle for the lead is on. Inside of 5 laps to go at Portland.
Yeah, there you go.
Gisbergen. Around Justin Allgaier, they have contact.
Yeah.
I think Justin feels like maybe a little bit unfair there. You saw him get to the back of Shane.
I didn't see much unfair there.
I didn't either.
Good
racing. I didn't say what we saw. I'm saying what he thought he felt.
Sam Mayer up to 3rd. Sammy Smith is right there behind him.
Yeah, this is an area that if you want to pay somebody back, right here into turn 12, pretty easy to do just to get to their bumper and use them up just a little bit.
What a bad flashback for Justin Allgaier, who a year ago found himself in second after the late race restart. trying to catch Cole Custer. Now it's Shane Van Gisbergen. Sam Mayer working his bumper.
Yeah, it just seems like the 7 can't get going on this restart. We've seen him be able to get that little bit of a comfortable lead on each of these, but his car just has not fired off the way that he wants to. See, maybe after a lap or two, Trevor, he can get it going again.
That dirty air adjustment never helps these things, does it?
Never gets better.
3 laps to go for Shane Van Gisbergen. Allgaier would love to get there, but he's also trying to hold off his teammate for second. Sam Mayer is 1.
It's challenging, Adam, when you're having to protect. You have to charge the entry, shallow the entries up because you know you're under attack. And Justin hasn't had to do that all day. He's been able to have these wide open arcs and roll up the brake pedal, and he can't do that right now.
Yeah, and you just can't race in defense mode and have any lap time. You see, he opened up his entry right there. Mayer tried to get his inside. I'll tell you what, though, for as much as they're racing, the 97's not getting away as far as I thought he would.
Justin can get about a 2-3 car gap, but you see it opening up a little bit. If he can get off a turn 12 with that gap, I think he could go challenge Shane.
Yeah, this is an opener. I think the 7 had the fastest car. It just didn't fire off very well initially, and it seemed like the 97 did, but now it's almost like it's flipped right now. You see the 7 car kind of coming on instead of the 97. Might be struggling a bit.
The 1 got the tire barrier there off the turn 12, using all of the racetrack, but that's that gap that Justin Allgaier needed.
And that's good. Oh, you see he's got a flat tire there. Sam Mayer. That could be
Sam Mayer's got a flat tire. That's probably going to be a caution.
That's a long
No, he's pulling off. He's trying to.
Let's go back to the side of 2 laps to go.
Just trying to get all he can to get that run down the front stretch, hoping he can outbrake Allgaier into turn 1, gets into the tire barrier.
Flipping that thing around, that's a long ways to go. We saw it with Haley Deegan earlier. The tire come off because of caution, but
Shane Van Gisbergen gets back to the white flag. The next flag would end the race. Something to keep an eye on as we also watch Sam Mayer limping around the racetrack with that tire issue.
Yeah, this is getting good. The 7's a little quicker than the 97 right now. It's going to be all about putting together the perfect lap here on the white flag lap.
You heard him talk about making those adjustments on the 97 at the last pit stop, and they have woken up the beast.
Here they come off of turn 12. Back to the start-finish line. Let's see the white flag this time. 1 lap to go.
White flag is in the air.
Credit One Bank. Shane Van Gisbergen in the lead and trying to finish it off here in Portland.
And he got off at turn 12 really well, but you see Allgaier sails it down into turn 1. This is right up to the rear bumper. He's loose off at turn 2, though, not going to get the drive that it needs on the exit.
What a day it's been for SVG.
Which part of it, Adam? Off the track, on the track?
Qualifies up front, but has been banged up throughout the afternoon.
Looks like he's going to do it.
Sent in multiple directions. Time off the track, but stayed in the game. The late rally, the awesome restart, and now just a half a lap away from his first career victory in an Xfinity car.
Well, he had to work for this one. We think back to Coda when he's leading on the last lap and it gets taken away. He shows up at the Chicago Street Course in the Cup Series, thinks, hey, this might be
Oh, Christopher Bell's around.
I'm
fucking stupid. That's not Christopher Bell. It's Ryan Truex. I saw a 20 and
down the back straightaway, turns 10, 11, and 12 for Shane Van Gisbergen. Supercar champion.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Trevor talked about his hot start, winning.
Comes around the final turns. He wanted the Chicago Street Course race last year. Got that amazing first win. And now he's going to get his first win in the Xfinity Series at Portland. That's awesome.
Well, that is just not at all the way we thought his day was going to go. I think most of us thought that the 97, the 16 were going to dominate this race. But as you said, Trevor,
that is amazing.
He wasted no time to do some burnouts over here. Earned it, though. He did it cleanly. He didn't send Justin Allgaier off into turn 1. You know, he makes it down into turn 3, 4, gets to his inside, gets him loose, but in a super hard racing, fun to watch.
Allgaier ends up second. Sammy Smith was third. Back-to-back top 5s for him. Allmendinger back to the top 5. Same for Ed Jones. Van Gisbergen, your winner.
Saturday. It's Super Saturday on
Just burning it down all the way through the road course.
It all starts across the pond where fastballs fly and
just drifting it.
The Phillies clash with the Mets.
Tokyo Drift.
Then the Belmont Stakes,
Woo!
for the first time ever, is live from Saratoga.
laughing because he's doing burnouts.
The biggest day of the season is Super Saturday on Fox. This is the make or break moment.
He's trying to do a burnout all throughout the road course.
Not just for the day, but for the years to come. This is where a race isn't just about the race. It's about the doors it can open. The number of fans wearing your number. This is the chance to carve your name into the history books. This is the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
There's no one way to power up, as long as 4 is your starting line. Because more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it. Gas, hybrid, or all electric, the power is yours.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry. Outdoor time. This meeting's
Man,
sticking
he's
it to the
burning
boss.
it down.
That sounds fun. We have sort of a flat hierarchy, so.
Wait, so isn't the boss?
Well, you can say I'm a boss at helping people save when they bundle.
No thanks, we're not gonna say that. Very cringy.
The United Football League on Fox.
You saw it side by side. A celebration for the ages. How incredible was that from Shane Van Gisbergen?
I've never seen someone drift like that after the race. I think that should be his signature. He should do that everywhere he can win at.
I don't think we have the car control to do that. He was sideways the whole effort.
SVG.
He was at speed.
SVG.
A huge win because it's the first of his career.
Popular win. Listen to the crowd.
Yep, and he's in the
Year
playoffs.
one, he's going to the playoffs.
Yep.
How awesome is that?
This team's no stranger to wins at road courses. AJ Allmendinger coming home from the top 5. His teammate has maybe paved the way for him to be here battling for this win.
Oh.
What's up, Josh?
Shane Van Gisbergen getting his first career Xfinity Series win.
Oh, he's got a football.
Shane,
He's going to sign it, and I think he's going to throw it out into the
we
crowd.
know road course racing is your bread and butter. Go ahead, my friend.
Yep,
Go
yep.
ahead.
There he goes. Wow, that's
That's
awesome.
a first right there, too.
That's
we know road course
awesome.
racing is your bread and butter. You qualify up front, but
That's a
everything in
good
the middle of the
signature
race
thing to
was a
do.
battle. Talk me through getting the lead back on that final restart and ultimately what it took to get the win.
Hey, well, firstly, I'm very sorry to Sam Mayer and the one team for the first corner. I just mucked up there and just clipped him, so very sorry. He got back well, but yeah. Quadlock Chevy, thanks Cooler Racing, Trackhouse guys, and yeah, what a day. It was really cool, had some great racing. I need to get better at my restarts and learn how to position, but man, that was so much fun. Really, really cool racing. I love these cars, they're great.
How about that celebration? I mean, we haven't seen that before. You tried to do the burnout the entire track and then the punt. Did you know you were going to do that if you got a win?
I just do whatever comes to mind, but probably need a tuner, need a bit more steering like I spun out, so make that better for next time.
Shane Van Gisbergen, your winner at Portland. Amanda?
Yeah, Justin Allgaier's been taking in the final of this race. And Justin, I heard you on the radio tell your team what a great job they did today. And you said, I'm so angry at myself. In reflection, what could you have done different?
Oh, I don't know. You know, I think that under those restarts, you know, we were so free taking off, and the car was just struggling to get grip. Once I got the tires hot, it was really, really good. And I think that's the hardest part is, you know, we kind of, once he got by me there, you know, I probably overdrove it trying to get back to him and probably didn't help my cause any. But really proud of this team. I mean, all the effort that this team puts forth is truly incredible. To come here 2 years in a row, finish second 2 years in a row, stings a little bit, but at the same time, really proud of everybody at Brand Fresh and Agriculture. Had the cherries on the car this week. It looked good. I had a bunch of guests here. Just all in all, it was a rough day. Nothing to say for it.
We'll see you in Sonoma.
Thank you.
We hear from the veteran there, but it's the rookies who have been outstanding so far this season. Jesse Love wins at Talladega. First of his career today belonged to another rookie, Shane Van Gisbergen.
I end this.
There's how he got it done.
I end this
You gotta
shit
be
right
heartbroken
here.
For Justin Allgaier.
This
Solid
is where it
interview. I know he
ends.
doesn't want to talk to
So
us right now, frustrated with what happened, but
I want to
we
thank
saw
you
that, guys,
bitches
on
for
the
watching,
restart, that car
and
just
peace
wouldn't
out.
fire off. He said the balance